welcome to another installment of Tag Me In, with a triple threat brain trust attack over the good, the bad, and everything in between in the world of professional wrestling. I, of course, am the unofficially official Lip Dizzle, joined with none.
Wait. Introduce the other co-host first.
Wow. Wow.
The other co-host.
I got a diatribe. Well, I didn't want to say your name before Mr. Dizzle says it.
I appreciate that.
All right. Joined with none other, ladies, of the IWC, the heartthrob of the community himself, Mr. Jaeger Bombastic. So fantastic that Scoot had to push his introduction all the way back just so the ladies could get it first.
Not only that,
Think of Bombastic.
Not only that, but Jaeger after dark.
Oh yeah.
If you really want your extra dose of that man down there, Jaeger after dark. And don't worry, the beautiful thing about YouTube, even though it's only a 10-minute review, the beautiful thing, you can rewind it. Watch it again. You can watch it again, just so you can get all the Jaeger Bombastic you need in your life.
I have no idea what's going on with the
it was a good freeze though. It was
a good freeze.
It was stuck in shock, like, oh damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But of course, without further ado, since it was heavily requested in such a manner, the less than stealthy unicorn himself, Scoot Swerve. ScooterRay.
Now let me tell y'all people something here. I'm gonna let you know why this name this week is a triple entendre for you numbskulls out there.
Oh.
Not only the man's namesake, champion. Spoiler alert. Champion. But you see the first letter that makes up each name, S.
Oh.
S. For you gamers out there who know, that's what you call the triple S rank in DMC. You know what it takes to get the triple S rank? Many people can potentially obtain the triple S rank, but to constantly obtain the triple S rank, you on your game. That's me, people. That's me. Triple S rank right here. I keep trying to tell y'all all the time, we're taking this podcast to the moon. I keep telling y'all all the time, if you think you're on the pinnacle, just look up. Now I'm telling y'all, I am triple S ranked here. That means I am on top of my game.
And that's not a swerve, folks.
And it's not a swerve. It's not a swerve.
Most certainly is not.
Well, that's definitely spoiler alert for those of you who didn't watch NXT, which if you hadn't already, I don't know what you're doing with yourselves.
Right.
Yeah, because predictions that that we pretty much called months ago happened fairly soon. Didn't expect it, but it happened.
Well, it was bittersweet to me. It was bittersweet because, of course, it was like, well, welcome to the main roster. That's why it was bittersweet. But
yeah,
we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, they're definitely going to give Cross one hell of a send off, especially if they're doing it like this. But yeah, we're definitely going to get into that when we get into the NXT review. But Scoot, I know you've got something for the people.
Yes.
With Scoot,
so I have one long form. So I did. All right. I have one long form story, which of course it'll be separated for peeps. It can kind of be made into a little bit of a hot tag type situation. But
Okay.
gentlemen, did y'all know WWE was doing their 50 greatest tag teams of all time?
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
WWE was doing their 50 greatest tag teams of all time.
Like they're doing this, or they have already. This is already done.
It's officially done as of Tuesday.
Okay.
And who they chose number one has been having people in major tiffs and tizzies.
Okay.
And also, too, it was kind of messed up because Breezango was the host of the show.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a little just like fucked up. But yeah, so the reason why I say it's going to be a long form because I didn't see the specials on Peacock, but I do have a list of all 50 teams.
Okay.
And I'm going to just round them off. And then when we get to the top 10, I guess that's where we can kind of discuss it. Because like I said, number one has been having people for major debates. And I'm pretty sure, I'm surprised y'all haven't saw it yet.
I didn't even know they were doing it. But then again, I rarely keep tabs on like WWE shit outside of like the bullet points of shit. So
I can agree with that because I forgot they were specials, and I already thought they already had announced number one until they came out Tuesday. But number 50, the Bushwhackers. 49, Too Cool.
Name.
I know, right?
Nice.
48, the Quebecers. 47, Smoking Guns. 46, Strike Force. 45, the Head Drinkers.
Fuck it. Maybe I'm missing Strike Force.
Yeah, I don't remember them either.
Because
they don't sound familiar to me either.
Oh wow! Okay, Rick Martel and Tito Santana. Yeah, I didn't even know they had a tag team name.
Okay,
but all right, yeah.
Strike Force, 45. That was Strike Force. 44, Kane and X-Pac.
Okay.
43, Batista and Flair.
Really?
Well, don't forget they won the tag team titles together.
Yeah, true, but yeah, all right.
42, Mercury and Melina. Mercury and not Morrison. What was his original name?
Johnny Nitro.
So Eminem.
Yeah. Eminem
was 42. 41, Nasty Boys.
Okay.
40, Rated RKO.
Okay.
39. I know, right? 39, Kendrick and London. They should be higher.
They should be higher. I was about to say that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
38, DIY. 37, World's Greatest Tag Team, Haas and Benjamin.
Yeah.
36, Money Inc.
35.
Yeah. 35, Jericho, or Chris Jericho and the Big Show. 34, Natural Disasters, which was Earthquake and Tsunami, wasn't it? No,
it was is it Avalanche? Was it Avalanche?
It was something like I know Earthquake was one of them. It was Earthquake and the other name. I'll let you look that up.
Typhoon. Earthquake and Typhoon.
Typhoon. There you go. 33, Street Profits. 32, the Briscoe Brothers.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
You said Street Profits. My bad. When you said Street Profits, my mind went straight to Crime Time.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't
think they're on this list. Now that you
they're
said
not
that.
even on the list. I just
because they never won the tag titles. That's why I was going to ask.
Wait a minute. Tag titles. 31, the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan. Number 30, Bulldog and Owen Hart.
They should be higher.
Huh?
They should be higher.
29, Miz and Morrison. 28, The Bar. 27, Team Hell No. 26, Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. 25, Los Guerreros. 20, 24, the APA. 23, the Blackjacks. What's that one I met? 22, surprisingly, the Shield.
I don't know how I feel about that yet.
21, surprisingly, DX, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Sneaking in at the number 20 spot, the Undisputed Era. 19, the Soul Patrol, Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. 18, Professor Toru Tanaka and Mr. Fuji. 17, the Steiner Brothers. 16, Rock and Sock Connection. 15, the Wild Samoans. 14, the Rockers. 13, the Mega Powers. 12, the Valiant Brothers. 11, Demolition.
Okay.
All right. So I'm pretty sure things are starting to click in your heads massively. All right. So let's start with number 10, the British Bulldogs.
Think you could swap the Shield with them.
No
disrespect, but
David Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid.
Granted, they did revolutionize some shit.
Yeah, I don't see that's where it's difficult because I don't know if I would put them at number in the top 10.
Okay,
I would definitely put them in the top 20.
Yeah.
But because I put Bulldog and Owen a little bit higher than that, but I understand why they did it because it makes sense. Historically, it makes a lot of sense. But when you think about the overall list in itself, it's kind of hard to figure why they put them there because you think of, tag teams like Rock and Sock Connection. It's like, why would they put them as high as they did if it wasn't for popularity? So, it's the criteria for where they would put certain people is really off to me when I hear it. So, yeah.
Now, granted, since I didn't watch none of the specials, I don't know exactly what was the criteria. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was impact, championship reigns, talent, skill, who's involved, all of the above.
True.
All right. Number 9, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and Undertaker.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Number 8, which I would have put them in the top 5 personally, the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, they definitely. I would have put them at number 2, to be perfectly honest. I mean, you think about impact, in ring, I would have put them at number 2. Personally.
Number 7, which a lot of people been up in a tizzy about that they should have been in the top 5, the Usos.
Yes. Usos and New Day should have easily been. I mean, of course, they belong in the top 10 for sure.
Yes,
but yeah, I would say that they belong in the top 5 in my personal opinion.
Number 6, which been having a lot of people upset that because I've been going in random comment sections looking at this. Number 6, Legion of Doom.
This I would put them in the top 10 for a number of reasons.
Okay. Oh, definitely. I'll definitely put them in the top 10 for sure.
Mainly because their longevity and then moving across different brands and different promotions, they've been a staple in professional wrestling as a whole. And the fact that they're able to kind of reinvent themselves when you think about LOD 2000 and like the Attitude Era and still kind of pushing through and still winning tag titles then. So I would say, still top 10 for them.
All right. Here we are at the top 5. Number 5, the Dudley Boys.
Oh, I'm starting to see where they're going with this top 5. Okay. All right.
That's spoiled. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
So number 4, Edge and Christian.
Yep, kind of figured that's what they're. Yeah, this is exactly what they're doing.
Number 3, the Hart Foundation.
Okay. Wait, Hart Foundation with Bret Hart and Jim Manville?
Yes, I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't know because it could consider a faction too if they got like Undisputed Era. So it could be the whole foundation as a whole. Now, the main reason why a lot of people have been up in a tiff, number 2, the Hardy Boys. Because a lot of people say they should have been number 1.
Okay. I'm not gonna fully agree with them being number 1. Top 10, yes, but I would put just how they did with Dudley Boys and Edge and Christian. I would have put them pretty much back to back to back in that same category and just put,
since Mr. Yeager has looked at it, I'm pretty sure out of deductive reasoning, Mr. Lip, who's the number 1 tag team of all time?
Oh, it's got to be New Day.
The New Day.
Ding, ding,
now, now, before you give your opinions, Big E went to Twitter. I know many will disagree with the list, but being named the greatest tag team of all time makes me reflect on our journey. I'm massively grateful for Kofi and Woods. I'm thankful we bet on ourselves and were unafraid to pursue a path that felt right for us. Now, there has been some people who I've seen in comment sections agree with this, and there's been a lot of people who were big mad. Of course, saying how was the Legion of Doom not in the top 10? Hardy Boys definitely should have been number 1. Why were the Usos not number 2 if New Day was 1? But there's been a lot of people kind of big mad at the fact that WWE chose the New Day as number 1.
I mean, I'm not saying look at everything they've done.
Exactly. And of course, somebody was like, well, they're the Charlotte Flairs of the tag team division, which somebody backdoor and said they're the only people in the tag team division.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying that they're the Charlotte Flairs of the tag division. That's far from true. Now, the only problem I have with them being number 1 is kind of a twofold thing. One, it's kind of hard to gauge that because now you're looking at a tag team who is still employed by the company, who's still in the prime of their run as a tag team. And what's going to happen is then you will end up having a Charlotte Flair situation where they're trying to basically have them live up to that greatest tag team of all time moniker. There's the problem there. Because then it makes all of their wins now very shallow.
Yes. I can agree with that.
And then think about the other side of that is the fact that now you're putting a lot of pressure on a current tag team right now by calling them the best tag team of all time when they are current.
Because the only other current tag team on this list is the Street Profits.
And the Usos.
Now, they did have a honorable mention where I think they did mention women tag teams. I can't remember exactly who, but they did mention some women tag teams. But yeah, with only out of 50 teams, 3 teams are the only team current. Yes, Undisputed Era are all still wrestling, but they're still not UE. Yeah, Gargano and Ciampa are still wrestling, but they're not DIY. So,
Miz and Morrison.
And Miz and Morrison. So four active teams out of 50.
Oh wait, and Street Profits.
Well, I'm counting Street Profits.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Profits, Usos, New Day, Miz, and Morrison. Those are the only active teams. So, and like you said, that's going to put a lot of pressure. So it's kind of one of those situations to where what can you necessarily do with them if y'all are not pushing a tag team division? Because at least in Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, and Dudley's case, they each had each other to keep kind of interchanging and swapping the belts around. But it does put a lot more pressure on Woods, Kofi, and E.
Yes, it does.
Hardy's, Edge and Christian, and Dudley's of course, top 5 because that's I feel
yes.
If anything, that's your golden age of wrestling at that point, or at least for the 90s.
Yes. I can 100% agree with you on that.
What they're going to end up having to do is they're going to have, because I mean, especially with Woods handling his stuff, his obligations outside of WWE, they're going to need to start pushing Kofi and E as singles competitors to as far as a palate cleanser, so that way they can watch this whole controversy, because I don't think it's that controversial as people from what I see.
Yeah, it's been a lot of people, because like literally this was one of the first times where I perused comment sections to see what the people were saying, and there were a lot of people. There were some people kind of saying, "Yeah, in due time," but a lot of people were definitely saying the Hardy Boys should have been number 1.
I can also agree to that.
Oh, absolutely.
I can mainly agree to it now is because the New Day is still current.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I would give it to the Hardys now, is New Day is current. I mean, yeah, the New Day is still current. So they can still go on to do even crazier things. Same thing with the Usos, same thing with the Prophets. Hell, even Miz and Morrison might fuck around and start, whatever. So
they have to now, because with this ranking, they're going to have to do a lot.
Yeah, they got to start treating this shit like it's the Hall of Fame, because, you rarely see somebody get in the Hall of Fame that's like current. And half the time somebody's current, they're usually like a part-timer. So in these situations,
was like the only one because he was hurt.
Correct. And that's why I'm just like, I don't think you should have any current tag teams. Like DIY, perfectly fine, because I don't see them tagging ever again unless it's like some type of like special situation that's going on. Even in Miz and Morrison's case, you can still have them state that they could, they could be in that in that talking point, because of the fact that they're, they wrestle when necessary as far as like tag team. They're not going after the tag titles at the moment. So yeah, it's I don't get WWE when they do shit like this, because it's just,
and, shouts out to Morrison for being on that list twice.
True
that,
And
Billy Gunn and JBL.
Yeah, and JBL. So shouts out to them, whoever made it multiple times.
And Kane. Shout out to Kane. Big Kane, Big Red Machine.
Kane on it 3 times. Yeah, Kane had 3.
Okay, Kane did make it on 3 times. Yeah. Yep, Brothers of Destruction, Team Hell No,
and him and X-Pac.
Yep.
So yeah. But I think it's one of those situations to where I don't know why they do these things.
Yeah, same.
And because they come out of nowhere, and then they don't even make a big deal to even watch them. Like, it's just like, hey, if you ever go on the network via Peacock, these specials might be sitting here. And it's like, shouldn't y'all have promoted this more or something to get people to come watch it?
Yeah. Because I think they went through that whole like 3-week stretch where they were like pushing like all those documentaries on A&E, like for Booker T, for Mankind, or Mick Foley,
Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man.
Exactly. Yet, that you don't see this, and I think it could maybe it was a ploy. I don't know, because of all the controversy that's going on with all the releases and stuff. That could be the case where they just like, throw this shit out there, have them talk about this shit. But
like I said, I know it. I remember it started a couple of weeks back because I remember them talking about it. And since I never saw anything else on it, I thought it was already over. But then as soon as I load up IG Tuesday, first thing I see, WWE votes New Day as number 1 tag team. And I was like, oh, there's going to be some upset people on this.
Yep. And it's weird, especially when, to me, the top 2 tag teams in WWE right now are Usos and New Day, and you pretty much have like this new age Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian type feud going on with these two, granted, it's not current right now because they're not feuding with each other, but they are that quintessential tag team of this era.
Yes, that you link together. Always intersect.
Correct. So, yeah, I think this is why you just can't. WWE did a disservice to them. Now, granted, they can dig themselves out of this situation, but
absolutely,
it's just the fact that WWE did do them a disservice with this. So, but yeah, I can understand why there is controversy within the IWC with this list, because again, the criteria doesn't make any sense. The people included in this list, it's all over the place. Like there's no way to say, okay, you know what? I can see why they're at this, here, and here. It seems like they just said, you know what? And it's like they made the list, and as they were going there, they started to remember tag teams that were like, oh shit, yeah, we got them, put them there. Oh wait, I remember them, put them there. To the point to where then you get to Dudley's at top 10. It's like, oh, Dudley's. Oh yeah. Edge and Christian too, because TLC. And they say Hardy Boys. Oh wait, we got to put Hardy Boys right because they were more popular, so we got to put them down this way.
Of course, now you had some people, they didn't want to put the Hardy Boys number one because Matt's in AEW and, Christian, they didn't put them higher because Christian's in AEW, and they was like, fam, they were in the top 5.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
They were in the top 5.
And on top of that, they had Jericho and Big Show both on there, so technically it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So, yeah, man, there's no right or wrong in the situation. It's just all just fucked up.
The timing of this, I don't know. If there are rankings for no reason, and you raise a good point, because it's not like they're doing anything beneficial for their tag divisions on either show. So to have this list come out like this, it's like, well, does it really matter if the current show doesn't treat the tag team division as though it matters? So it's like, maybe like if AEW had put out, all right, not trying to like mix the brands here, but if AEW had put out a top tag team list, it would have at least been more relevant so far, because they're saturated with tag teams.
Yes.
And tag teams that actually are, working. But it is what it is with WWE.
And that's what one person said too. One person I saw come and said, once again, this is a WWE list, because people were like, where was Harlem Heat? And all that. They're like, fam, this is a WWE WWF list. There were no WCW tag teams.
Except for were the Steiner Brothers? Oh, Steiner Brothers were in WWF.
The Steiner Brothers were. Yeah. So there were no WCW tag teams. Because if WCW tag teams was on this list, that would be a completely reworked list.
And 100 greatest tag teams. Because they would have had to add ECW in there too.
They would have to add ECW. So it would have been completely reworked. So they was like, calm down, people. At the end of the day, it's a WWE list. It's not like it's a, world's greatest tag team list of all of wrestling and whatever. It was a WWE list. And if WWE feels their golden childs are the New Day, and they feel that they're the number one tag team, then who are we to, disagree with them? But yeah, it was a lot of people just up in arms over this list.
It's all I'm hearing is crying.
Oh, it was a lot of tears. It was a lot of tears.
Take your salty tears somewhere else.
Don't make me be like Cartman.
Tears, yes.
Don't make me be like Cartman and just take your salty tears. But yeah, so you good?
Oh yeah. We straight.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that was really the main news story I saw out of WWE's camp. So, Oh, well, I guess one more slight news. Apparently, I don't know if she's officially debuted, but B Priestley is in NXT UK.
Oh, okay.
Her
Dope
new
shit.
name is hold on, she has a new name, of course. It is Blair Davenport.
I don't like it.
Wait,
And
what?
Blair Davenport. I don't know why they just didn't give her B Priestley. She's known
Well, that
all
could have been
over the world as that name. So
I mean,
Blair
that could be
Davenport.
her for if she ever like for when eventually when WWE releases her, she can go back to
Most
B
likely.
Priestley.
I
Most
mean,
likely.
they should have just done it differently. Just put the letter B and then Priestley.
Right?
Could have.
B. Dot Priestley.
Yeah, simple.
But yeah, so she had a vignette, so she would be on NXT UK soon. So, but other than that, let's talk about the American side.
Yeah, this episode of NXT this week had it was pretty much painted by the numbers up to a certain point. Up to a certain point.
Remember that trifecta I just I talked about last week? It happened again, y'all. Happened again. But don't worry, I won't hammer y'all to death with Malcolm Bivens this week. But I will.
And trust, I got some shit to say about that.
But I will
Well,
hammer y'all when we get to that main event.
I don't blame you on that one. Yeah, this episode of NXT definitely hit a lot of points, and I'm glad that after the episode was all said and done, it gave me that feeling of like old school professional wrestling when I was watching, because it had so many things that happened within the show to where I'm like, okay, you got me. Didn't expect it, but you got me. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this before we get into it. I don't know how y'all personally feel, but Samoa Joe is starting to become the MVP.
Yep.
Yes.
And what happened last night? I mean, not last night, but Tuesday night, MVP.
Yeah, this Samoa Joe has been a shot of adrenaline in NXT as well. Just from a character standpoint and furthering shit along, it just makes so much, especially with his small additions to certain segments here and there. It just works. So now, of course, the show started off with a bunch of party favors as far as,
and of course he goes on. Of course, he goes on mute and everything right when we talk about Miss Blackheart.
Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez versus Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon versus Io Shirai and Zoe Stark.
This was a great start.
This was. I'm glad they did this triple threat tag match like this, because they treated it like it's a triple threat match. And I felt it was not, because I mean it's I hate when they do that whole 4 tag teams and 2 people are in the ring and they can tag whoever they want, because the ruling of that makes no sense, because it's like,
and not only that, but they go back and forth with it, because one match it'll be all people in the ring and they just tag their respective partners, and the next time, no, this one team gets completely ignored until they accidentally get in the corner and tagging myself in. Like, so I don't see why they even go back and forth between the rules with that. But this was a
weird
great way.
This was a robbery of a match.
You know what? Due to the fact of the end, I do agree. But we do know why this was a robbery of a match. Because unfortunately, the third name in this match that Mr. Deasley has is unfortunately on the list of being called up.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know?
Shotzi.
was-
I'm sorry. When you said third name, for some odd reason, my mind went straight to Zoe
no.
Stark. I was like, wait a minute.
No. I'm talking about Shotzi.
Because she had the dark
Shotzi,
match with
Shotzi, Scarlett, Carrion, and Reed were the main ones.
I'm scared for Shotzi to go to the
They
main.
were having dark matches, and apparently they guess they want Scarlett to wrestle.
Yes, they're pulling her from Cross, and they're gonna have her be a singles competitor in the women's division, as far as like what's rumored. But
she's wrestled before, but
yes,
I don't think WWE is gonna approve of her attire for her wrestling.
I mean,
from then at least,
Morgan and Carmella get away with what they're wearing.
That's true.
But see, the problem I have with Shotzi going is that they're not going to know how to book her correctly.
That's what I'm worried about.
Because I mean, look what they did with the whole Riot Squad. When you think of Ruby Riot, you could have booked her so much better, so much stronger, and they didn't. And with Shotzi, it's like they're gonna just make her. I mean, shit. I don't see any good things for Shotzi on the main roster, and I hate to say that, but yeah,
the only thing that would help, it all depends on what show she goes to.
I can guess right now,
because if she goes to Raw, unfortunately, the start-stop is unfortunately Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is the ceiling for everybody there. If she goes to SmackDown, she could potentially be a champion or have a good showing. So it just really all depends on what show they put her on.
I can guess that she's going to get aligned with the Riot Squad because of her alternative look.
Well, with Ruby Riot gone, the only person there is Liv.
Morgan. Yeah.
Her and Liv could partner up and, I don't know, do a rehash of something along those lines. I hope
they don't do that.
No, you know what they're going to do? They're going to pair her ass with Rhea.
All right, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be like, oh, shit, Punk Rock. Oh, you know what? Here's a good tag team. Not like we haven't done that shit before. And then there you go.
I hate it. I immediately hate it.
Me too.
It's just fucking ridiculous. But
the only negative I personally have about this match, I hate that I called that the fact that Shirai and Stark was going to win.
Yeah, I mean,
it technically should have been Blackheart and Moon because they were really the number one contenders.
Well, I mean, the thing is, the way I look at it now is like I still see Shotzi getting her singles title match against Raquel. So with that, she'll lose, sadly. But I mean, it's expected because we did talk about this already that Ember was going to get her shot, then Shotzi's going to get hers, and then Raquel's going to move on to whoever else. So it makes sense for this to happen. I just wish that she would have had some type of singles goal in NXT. Because I mean, it's the same thing with Bianca. Bianca was well overdue for singles goal in NXT because she should have been the one to beat. Yeah, she should have been the one to beat Shayna.
Yeah, they screwed Bianca with that, but that's in the past. She has her just due now. She got her WrestleMania moment. She won the Rumble.
Yes,
they made up for it. But I would just say, of course, all 6 ladies. What up, though?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. This was Eye Candy Central. And the one thing that I do like is I do like how they individually book each woman in this. Because, I mean, Raquel, regardless of how many people's in this match, she still looks strong, whether her offense or the way that everybody else in the ring treats her. Because at that one point in the match, everybody outside of Dakota, obviously, ganged up on Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you think about go ahead.
Even when they were trying to do that corner spot and Raquel came and broke it all up.
I was gonna say that too, yeah. Which is perfect. And again, that goes back to the point of us, not seeing that same shit on the main roster. It's like there's certain liberties that are taken with each individual competitor. And It's the way that they look at them individually and not just box them and say, oh, it's a bunch of women. Okay, go do what you do in the ring. It's every single woman has a certain character and a certain what's the word I'm looking for? They have that something that differentiates each one of them from the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And they let that shit be known because, I mean, you look at Ember, you think about how she was when she first came in as a singles competitor, and she's still being booked the way that she needs to be booked, even in a tag team with Shotzi. And even Shotzi looks stronger in this sense as well. So now, granted, Zoe Stark, she's still kind of green here and there, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this whole thing is meant for her and Io to kind of feud after this because of what Candice said.
Yes.
Or I could be wrong, but I still don't see them going in to beat the way. I think it's just something.
Are we gonna do predictions this episode since Great American Bash is next week?
That is Sunday.
I mean, we could
not Sunday, but next Sunday.
No. It's
a Tuesday show.
It's a regular NXT show. They just naming it Great American Bash.
Amazing. Never mind.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely do that. I got no problem with that. You know, it's sometimes my thing.
It is
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Just something I do every now and then. You know, we can do these predictions. It's cool.
You're gonna have to pass that crown around, man.
Oh, I do. What happens is I'll switch out hoodies and I'll pass it around to each hoodie that I put on.
Ding.
And then, you know.
Oh, this guy with that confidence. Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's not. No, I'm very modest in this. Hey, one day I may happen to lose, you know, that crown to myself, but shit happens.
This guy, though.
Io Shirai and Zoe Stark go over in this match to then go to the Great American Bash to challenge the Ways, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell for the NXT Women's Tag Championships. So good on them. Good on them. I'm not sure where the no, it happened later. I think it happened after commercial break, which happened after this shit, which was Karrion Kross coming in to NXT. This happened throughout the entire night. This is one thing that I enjoy about NXT is that they kept things kind of going, and we'll talk about it more as we go. But Karrion Kross comes in to the CWC with Scarlett holding that shiny NXT championship, and he gets attacked by Johnny Gargano.
Of all people.
Didn't expect it. And
I was pretty surprised by it.
It was surprising.
I was like, okay, Johnny got balls this week.
Yeah. And Cross acknowledged it. And said, "Oh, this how we're gonna do it, huh? Okay, you're dead."
Proverbial grapefruits, if you will.
Yeah. And so they broke that up, and then they went to commercial break. But then it came back, and it was Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell have an interview by and they're basically talking good shit like they always do. And Indy Hartwell got some mic time. She was very, very confident when they once Io Shirai and Zoe Stark showed up. They even told them then it's not going to happen. And then Candice told Io, and she also told Zoe Stark that it's one thing Io does. It's like, you're not a tag team. You know, Indy chimed in and said, we're a family, we're a team. This is what we do. It's like, you're two singles competitors. It's what it is. It's not going to happen. And then Candice dropped those bombs and said, it's not good. Once you lose, she's going to turn on you too. Which is, of course, is like spoiler alert.
But no, the real spoiler alert to me was when Io told Candice, you never beat me, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the real spoiler alert to me.
Exactly. Because now Candice got a reason to start bragging after all this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, big spoiler alert. But yeah, they walked away after that. It was a little bit awkward after that with the way that Zoe Stark and Io Shirai were talking to each other after that. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, from there we get the first of a few squash, not so squash matches. Roderick Strong came out alone to some nice music. It was good music.
Sir,
matter of fact, you're right.
Sir,
Tyler Russ was there.
You know what? Yeah, that guy was there too.
Tyler Russ was there.
Sir,
Yeah.
there were 4
wait,
people
we're missing the third guy. Who was the third guy?
I forgot what were they calling him.
I don't know.
I mean, I know they called him the corner man and shit, but
no, they were calling him a name. But sirs,
you know what? You're absolutely right. There was the diamond that is Roderick Strong, and then the rest were the mine. Gotcha.
There were 4 people who.
I mean, it only makes sense though because there was one guy in a nice new jacket. Roderick Strong was wearing some new gear. You saw that? He had a gray jacket on.
Hideki Suzuki was the other guy. That's
there you go.
They weren't calling him Suzuki. They were calling him something else.
Let's find out. Let's find out what else they could have been, because I know they called him the corner man too. But
I'll be right back. But before I go, since I might not make it the rest of this segment, don't forget Malcolm Bivens was out there.
I mean, I guess he showed his face,
and he even got on the mic to let y'all know Diamond Mine was here. Shouts out to the one and only Malcolm Bivens.
I mean, he had to say something for us to remember that he was there, I guess.
Look, first and foremost, I mean, look, no disrespect to Asher Hell, but I feel like if you introduce a new faction and a new stable, and you have a returning Roderick Strong who's coming out of the shadows of Undisputed Era, he should have looked stronger in this showing. Like, granted, I know you're trying to beef up, you're trying to show that your enhancement talent isn't enhancement talent, but at the same time, you're trying to boost somebody who's going to be a competitor for the Cruiserweight Championship. And it's different when it's Kushida doing it in a showcase when he's defending the title, because things are a bit different. It's like, you know what? There's a title on the line. Most people have that certain oomph that helps them push through and have a better showing within a title match. But this was just a regular match, nothing at stake. And we should have seen more aggression out of Roderick Strong.
Should have seen some, well, for lack of a better term, domination.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like we didn't get that. I feel this is a better showing for Asher Hell than it was for Roderick Strong, especially with Diamond Mine present. Now, I'm not going to get mad about the whole aesthetic of Diamond Mine, because I feel like they're doing something different with this whole, MMA type thing where it's like, they have corner men. They're treating it like it's an MMA match as far as aesthetically on the outside of the ring. But yeah, I feel like this should have been way more intense from Roderick Strong. But obviously he goes over. I wasn't impressed so much by this match because I feel like we've seen a lot better matches from Roderick Strong with other competitors. So I wasn't impressed by this. And no, it's not because I don't give a shit about Diamond Mine or Bivens for that matter. But yeah, and yeah, this also solidified the fact that Malcolm Bivens is like my arch nemesis in this whole situation. Because I seen his face. It didn't change anything. And then he got on the mic and it just still didn't change anything. It just made it worse. It made it worse.
Bad first impression by me. I was again popping out of that doctor's office or whatever, or the medical room, and like, who the hell is this Smurf just waiting around for injured wrestlers?
It's like in the comics or in movies or whatever, where you have that one hero is dealing with these villains for so long, and it's almost like they have that weird camaraderie where it's like, yeah, they hate each other, but it's whatever. It's like you're just the yin to my yang. We're gonna beef whatever. And then you have another big bad come into play, and then they get rid of him, and it's like, well, damn. Now I gotta, yeah, and exactly what happened because of course, you have Everrise eliminated, because they got, they got their walking papers, and then you got Malcolm Bivens here in his suit and his smug face.
Oh God, is it Diamond Mine the new Everrise?
No, they're not the new. They're worse. See,
I mean, fair enough.
Everrise, it was one of those things where it's like it just they were annoying, and it got to a point to where we were just we were there. It's like, and even with Scoot,
excuse me, they're worse.
They're worse. They're worse.
Sir.
I mean, so far, they can be better.
After hearing your beautiful analogy, Mr. Deasley, just know I am an agent of Malcolm Bivens. Okay?
Look, this is where I need because I had my fuck Everrise camp. Now now I don't have those people anymore because Everrise is gone. So I need my fuck Diamond Mine camp. I need my Mac and Kinsey. I need my Hit Row. I need my Raquel and Dakota. You
got Asher, Hell, and
no. That ain't good enough.
Kushida will take.
Yeah, Kushida will take definitely, but
Asher Hell though. I mean, we'll see.
Look, look.
That's how it is.
He's got a few more months of NXT TV before he gets up there. He's not. Look, the male enhancement talent isn't getting pushed like the woman enhancement talent.
No.
So it's definitely not the same thing. But yeah, Roger Strong goes over in a lackluster win because it just could have been a better showing.
I do agree with you on that. I didn't necessarily enjoy the match per se.
Mm-hmm.
I would have probably I understand Roddy being the leader of the mine, but I probably have preferred it would have been Tyler rather than Roddy. But I'm pretty sure at some point we'll see Tyler get in there and do his thing. But you don't have to worry about a campaign on this side because I'm going to enjoy the fact that I stand alone with the Diamond Mine thing.
All right, Godsmack.
Look.
Yeah, exactly.
The music,
exactly.
The entrance music, I like. The whole thing with the jackets and stuff like that, I like. But you throw in Malcolm, that guy, you throw him in there, and it just crumbles. Like the whole it just like. Look.
It's fine. It's fine. Just know, I'm going to just say this. Just know, there's always room on this side over here. If either one of you two were to ever, quote unquote, defect, there's always room. I'm not going to encourage. I'm not going to sway. I'm not going to persuade. I'm not going to try to charm or any of those things. I'm not going to try to use a +4 intelligence or anything like that. I would just let y'all decide at some point if y'all want to be over here with Diamond Mine or not. I will not judge either way.
At no point. You see, because Mountain
might be a long while.
Bivens is the equivalent of here we go. We got Diamond Mine, which is a delicious pepperoni and jalapeno pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Bivens is the anchovies that get thrown on there for no fucking reason. It just messes the whole thing up. It's like I got this nice, delicious pepperoni and jalapeno pizza, and all of a sudden, some bastard just came and threw anchovies on the damn thing, and now it's completely inedible. So now I got to throw this shit out. So you took a perfectly nice, talented stable, and you just threw anchovies on it, and now it's trash. Now we got to dump everything.
Can you even like make an anchovy pizza good?
No, and that's the reason. Because you can't make it good, which means
it's just too much salt in it. That's just
this isn't a Legado del Fantasma situation. There is no, hey, Lip's gonna come around and be like, oh shit, I'm gonna volley and ride for Diamond Mine, unless they get rid of the anchovies.
It is 90 degrees here in good old Houston, and I just feel so cold. I feel so cold. So
you should turn your AC up, man.
So cold.
True, man.
Or your heat, I guess.
Y'all cold.
But you know where it's not cold though?
Where is that?
The moon.
Ooh, boy.
Because that's where we're going with Cameron Grimes. And yet another squash match. But see, this was better. This was better. This was more of a squash match.
This was a mad Cameron Grimes.
I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for commentary, I didn't piece together that was the dude he punched last week.
Was that who that was?
Yeah.
That's who knockoff Jeff Hardy was?
Huh.
Oh, that's what you nicknamed him?
I mean, that or great value Jeff Hardy. Either way.
It wasn't until the commentary
that is what we called him, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the commentary team said something that I didn't realize that was the dude he punched. Because the moment I think it was either one or two who said, I was like, oh shit, that was the dude he punched last week. But I totally didn't piece together that was the guy he punched last week.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either had they not said something.
I was like, yeah, they said it on commentary.
Huh.
Yeah. This match was a squash match for reasons, because they had to set up a new match for Great American Bash. Just like we talked about on here, even after LA Knight won that ladder match. I came in and I stated that he won this because Cameron Grimes is supposed to win this in a one-on-one match because he's supposed to chase this title. So, yes. And with LA Knight doing excellent heel work, this is another reason why this match this feud in itself is very good, because LA Knight heel work amazing. Cameron Grimes asked for the match, and LA Knight said, no, you're not going to get it. And then he stopped. And when he stopped, I just knew exactly where the fuck he was going. Because now, of course,
this is where I got kind of spoiled on this match as well. A potential spoiler of this match.
I'm going to say same.
I saw that WWE was trying to look into a Virgil-like character for LA Knight. And the moment he asked for that match, I was like, fuck. Don't do Grimes that way. There's a part of me, when we do the predictions, there's a small part of me that wants me to be wrong, but I will choose LA Knight in this situation, only because of the stipulation.
Yeah, I knew they were going this way when they said it, because I was like, oh, he wants a Virgil. He wants a fucking Virgil. And it makes sense. It makes sense for this situation.
It does.
I mean, when I get into we get into predictions on that, I'll explain further why I believe that. But yeah, it's putting more emphasis on this feud, and it's making it that much better, especially for a title that honestly is not really a real title.
And shouts out to Ashley, because she was like, that title is so tiny.
It is.
She was like, it's so tiny. I was like, what you talking about? She was like, the belt, it's so tiny.
I was like it was bigger when Steve Austin had it. I felt like it was bigger when he had it.
I don't know why they just didn't redesign it.
You would think, but hey, but now we have that match set up for Great American Bash, which will be LA Knight defending his $1 million championship against Cameron Grimes. And if Cameron Grimes loses, he will have to be LA Knight's butler. They didn't specify for how long. They just specified that he had to be. So,
what does Grimesy get besides the title? Does he get anything?
Oh, that's it. He gets freedom.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of mad that they didn't say, yo, I want a Virgil. like I wish he would have said, you know, I want a Virgil. I didn't want him to say Butler. I wanted him to say a Virgil.
You me too.
But you know, I mean, I can see why they wouldn't want to, whatever. But it is what it is. Now from there, you also had a situation where Regal was being interviewed about how things were being ran, and you had Saray, very, very, very sweet,
right?
Very sweet. Asking, she says she should. She says she want a match. Says she want to match Mr. Regal, and she wanted a match against Tony Storm, who's been gone for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So which is weird because I wouldn't want her to go against Saray and then just end up just losing, because I think the last
it was heading that way before Tony Storm took that absence. It was heading that way that Tony was going to fight Saray at some point.
True. So I mean, maybe they took that time and say, you know what, we'll give it time and then we'll have her lose. We're not gonna have her lose that soon. So you know, that could be the case. They didn't.
Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony might be a call up.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Okay. Well,
I could see it.
Hold on. Let's go ahead and insert it here and slightly discuss it. I totally forgot because we talked about the tag teams. Vince McMahon was going to the Performance Center to check out talent.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just face it. We know who are going to be some of those people. Most likely, Vinnie Mac is like.
Yeah, that's a problem too, because this is gonna be very reminiscent of that time in NXT, right after they pretty much gutted. They took Samoa Joe, they took Balor. Who else did they take? They took pretty much everybody and left as far as like the top, and they left
Bailey. That was the only person they left. Bailey.
DIY. I think American Alpha was on their way out after that too. I think
American Alpha got called up
during that time too.
I think that's right around the time American Alpha had lost the belts to was it AOP? No, or was it DIY?
No, I think it was AOP.
Or was it the Revival? One of the three teams. One of the three teams American Alpha lost the belt to.
It was either Revival or AOP, because I remember they ended up having that triple threat tag match with AOP, Revival, and DIY.
Fire, Flames.
Yes,
but that's the pass.
That is the pass.
I'm pretty sure a lot of these people. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. EO, Tony, Shotzi, of course Bronson, Karrion, Scarlett. I wouldn't be surprised. Hell, if fuck around to jump ahead just a tad bit, if Thatcher and Tommaso win, I wouldn't be surprised if he go ahead and take MSK just to have a tag team.
They were not going to deprive the NXT universe.
I agree.
This feud.
But Vinnie Mac overrules all. So hell, fuck around. Vinnie Mac might go ahead and take Taya Valkyrie for all we know. We don't know who he could.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Know who he might pluck and pick at this point.
Poor trips, man. Poor trips. After that, we end up getting our face off between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Solid.
This is this would have been pretty basic for me, because we've seen these face-offs between these two a number of times. Had it not been for Samoa Joe,
yes,
interjecting,
absolutely.
Once Adam Cole's music hit, he started to speak. Samoa Joe's music hit, and he came out. And just as smug as he wants to be, in the coolest way possible. Excuse me for my interruption, but I know how it is. So go ahead and continue. And just with him just walking past Adam Cole,
right,
and then getting into the ring before him, and then saying, "Go ahead and continue." So, of course, you get the war words between Cole and O'Reilly saying how how Cole's saying how O'Reilly's obsessed with him, and then O'Reilly rebuttaling and then basically stating, "Oh, you're obsessed with me. You know, you got beat by me, then left for 6 months, refused to say my name, came back, attacked me, and then so on and so forth." And so it's just like it's funny how he kind of brought it back. So good on cool Kyle O'Reilly.
But you know, let's talk about that end though.
That end, yeah.
So
Adam Cole was gonna go and try to point. Well, he tried to do a misdirect, try to act like he was gonna walk out, and then went for the punch. Joe ducked, and then
Kyle flipped him on his ass,
and then
with the quickness.
Yep.
And then put him in a I think it was a heel hook that he put him in.
Yeah, the heel hook.
And
you know what? Hold on. You know what makes Samoa Joe great? It's his facials.
Yes,
because the way he looked at that situation, he looked like, damn, that looked like that hurt.
It looked like it hurt, yeah.
And then, of course, Cole, Joe, pull him off of me. Joe, get him off of me. And he was like, damn.
He's sitting there just waiting, like contemplating, like
he dropped the mic. He stood there. He was like, I don't know if I should. You just tried to swing at me.
Then he got out.
Then he casually walked out, stopped, turned, looked at him, looked back again.
Hold on. But no, not only that, he walked out the ring and walked the steps.
Oh yeah, he did go up the ramp for a minute.
The steps, looked back again, got to the middle of the ramp, looked back again, then looked at the security. All right, go ahead and go break.
Right, do the thing. Do the thing.
Like, damn.
And it's perfect.
I think we might end up getting Cole versus Joe first.
Look, all of it makes sense. But I would agree with that because just how they stated about Gargano trying to be like, good boy, and not want to ruffle Joe's feathers. So he's deciding to attack Cross instead. Pete Dunne hasn't really been seen since I think last week, so he wasn't even on the show. And so with Cole basically being the first victim of being choked out by Joe when Joe first got there, so that it makes the most sense. Because I have a feeling that if in fact Cole loses to O'Reilly, he might end up blaming Joe.
Yes.
And then that might start that, yeah. So, I think this is going to be good. And I like the fact that the way that Joe is running it, it's like, hey, if you ask for it, there's no need for me to help you because you were the aggressor in that. So you got what you deserve. So beautiful. After that, we got a match I didn't really care for. But we got an ending that was unexpected.
Shit.
Jake Van Atlas and Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li and Boa. This match was what it was
until the last 30 seconds.
Cut to the chase on that one.
Fast forward to the last 30 seconds.
Mercedes got flushed. There was no doubt in my mind that she got knocked out.
So,
because
when I first saw the kick, I didn't know until Mercedes kicked out of that kick. When she kicked out, I was like, oh no. Then I knew something was wrong the way the camera just immediately panned away.
Look, when you are used to watching people get knocked out, you know exactly what it looks like. The way her arms went, once she hit the ground, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, she was out." Because the thing is, you understand, like even the ref, like with her, both her shoulders were up because her arms are like this.
Like she was done.
Yeah, she was. Now she tried to, which good on Mercedes for for being aware of where she was, because once she kind of came to, she immediately pulled herself outside the ring.
Do you think the combination of the fall and the ref potentially hitting the mat kind of woke her up?
It's possible, but I don't think. I think she got flushed, but I don't think she was out that long. I think she was coming to like maybe like a few seconds after she hit the.
I think it was after the pin. Like I'm running it back right now, and like you see her pull herself. It was after the pin that she like wakes back up.
I wonder.
She's like, "Oh, hey."
The only thing I wondered was Atlas and Martinez supposed to win.
I doubt it.
Well, only reason why I say that because Atlas could have beat Boa.
Speaking of Boa, we really need to see him in ring more. Like,
you know what?
I don't know. Really all this training he's had.
Since the breakout tournament in 2019, I don't think Boa has had 10 matches on NXT TV.
Probably not. I mean, especially if you think about him having his last match outside this one back in, I think it was 2018, 2019. Yeah. He is somebody who's kind of left behind, so to speak. And I think that he's deserving of more TV time based on just everything that's going on now. Because with the T and Shaw stable, he could really be benefiting from this a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not happening for him. So I think he really needs to be in more singles matches. Because him even being with this mixed tag is not doing him any favors. He needs to be out dominating in the men's division, whether it be in the cruiserweight or in the North American Championship picture. Not now, but eventually, something. So,
I mean, he can still be dominating the cruiserweight division.
Yes, absolutely.
We know at some point, Kushida, Boa, Strong, all of their paths will cross, but he could still be doing the cruiserweight division. Well, what's left of it.
RIP 205 Live.
But not yet, but yeah.
But as far as we're concerned, Martinez is okay. I think they took her to the hospital after that.
Yeah, and I haven't heard nothing else since. So I'm gonna apply the no news is good news.
True. From there we get Karrion Kross getting ready to leave with Scarlett into their beautiful challenger, and bold ass Johnny.
Wait. Before Johnny and Kross.
That's right. I forgot. There was
after they attacked Kross, Johnny and Theory left the arena.
Yes.
We say left.
Back. Yeah,
you know what that means.
Left, and then they circle back and then to attack Kross in the parking lot. And he slammed him in the car door 3 times?
Yes.
And just like a typical horror movie villain, Kross would not stay down.
And then Kross came behind him, start choking him out.
So
Theory.
So this is the one thing to do a little cross branding here. When I'm talking with the ninjas, the one person who I say in horror movies I don't want to ever die by is Freddy Krueger, because I don't want to be talking shit to while you trying to kill me. Just go ahead and kill me. Kross was like, Johnny, what was that you were saying? Talk that shit now, Johnny, as he's putting this man to sleep. Then not only did he put him to sleep, he just laid him there in the concrete.
So
laid
nice.
him right there. Just laid him right there. And then the funny part is too, Ashley was like, why is Kross and Scarlett going back to their car like they just committed a crime?
with the way he hit, no pun intended, with the way he hit Theory with that forearm.
He did.
The way he slammed into that.
The cerebellum. Remember the tentative name, the cerebellum.
When he hit him with the cerebellum, the way Theory hit that garage door.
Jeez.
It was a crime. They sped off, got out of there.
And once again, the beauty of this scene, if you paid attention, Johnny was in the path of that car.
Yup.
Yeah.
And the way the car zoomed off, and you see Samoa Joe with Johnny, and he looked. I think he might have pushed him a little too far.
as he was holding him,
he literally got it like
shirt.
Johnny just slumped. Johnny just like I think he might have pushed him a little too far. And honestly, he picked Johnny up, and then I thought he was gonna look at Theory and be like, "Get your ass up." I am loving Samoa Joe right now.
Yes. R.I.P.
MVP.
R.I.P. to NXT if we lose Cross and Scarlett. And
it ain't no if, it's when.
When. And Scarlett, though.
Scarlett, though. Yeah, it's
give that woman her original ring attire.
Nah.
No, don't do that. Don't demean her.
Yeah,
but from that, we had a good exchanging of the words between
Fire
Old Man Ciampa and Toothless. We're gonna make sure that's spelled right.
Toothless
Timmy.
Fire
And MSK. Now
this might be my most anticipated match next week.
The good thing about this is the fans.
Yes.
Because this goes to show exactly, no matter who you try to push, the fans going to let you know who's up here and who's down here. Now, of course, MSK is not down here, but when you think about the popularity, especially with this tag team of Ciampa and Thatcher, compared to everybody else, they are untouchable. They can do no wrong with anybody else because this team is that captivating. And it goes to show because MSK, nobody has any reason to hate MSK. They have done absolutely nothing wrong.
No.
But because of the fact that they are sharing ring time with Thatcher and Ciampa, clearly the fans are going to choose their favorite in this sense. So,
and that's okay.
That's okay. Absolutely. Because again, you still have technically two faces going against each other. Yeah. So, this isn't like
nobody, none of the higher ups should take this as maybe MSK might not be as popular as we think, so maybe we should. No, they shouldn't. Once again, this would be a situation if New Day was in the ring with The Rock, or if New Day was in the ring with Stone Cold. They're going to cheer for Steve. Hell, if New Day was in the ring with John Cena, if we want to make it a little bit more current, they are going to cheer. Well, okay.
No, they might win that one out.
Steve Austin. Okay, fine. You know what? Let's make it even better. Let's take DX because they're just as childish.
Okay.
DX will get the bigger pop. That doesn't mean New Day isn't over. It's just they're sharing the ring with D-Generation X.
True.
So once again, you're sharing the ring with Tommaso Ciampa, who has helped build NXT to what it is today after that mega crop of superstars left 2, 3, 4 years ago. So of course, like you said, they're going to choose Ciampa and Toothless Timmy.
And then of course, once MSK got past the whole fact of the fans being with Ciampa and Thatcher, they got their bearings and they start holding their own. Especially once Thatcher and Ciampa finished talking for that quick second, Wes Lee even pushed back the chair when he got up. Talked about how much they respect them and how they don't look past him and just but they expect the same thing. It's like, don't look past us.
I can also appreciate Nash Carter letting the moment of them chanting Ciampa's going to kill you and him having the possible doubt in his face and be like, you know what? Fuck all that. We the champions for a reason, my guy.
Yeah.
We won these belts fair and square. So y'all have to come through us to get these. And of course, the slap heard around the world.
Mm.
And Thatcher was ready. Thatcher was ready. And Tommaso was like, you know what? Hold on. The first one, that's a free one. But next week, oh boy, y'all best to be ready come next week. Because your pride and your championships, we taking them both. I was like, bars.
Officially, match of the night.
Yes.
Match of the night.
But my pick is going to be MSK.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm ready for this match. Just give it to me.
I think that's going to be my favorite match next week.
Now, I held off on this segment because I wanted to rope it in all together.
Okay.
Fair.
Bronson Reed had an interview and was talking. Didn't really matter because Hit Row walked in again. And I think it was Top Dollar who was saying it seems like deja vu. I think it was B-Fab that may have said it. Because
you remember her name this week.
Oh, yeah, I remember it last week, too. It's there now. It's, I think what happened was when Everrise got unceremoniously released, I made more room for like other stuff. So yeah, B-Fab. But yeah, they basically said it was like deja vu because they've seen this all over again with the same occurrence. I think this is like the third time that it's happened that they've interrupted him talking. And then, because it was funny because how this whole interview came out right after they aired that whole little segment or vignette about the
breakout tournament.
The breakout tournament. Mm-hmm. And how Bronson Reed kept talking about how he was happy to see like who's going to come out of this and so on and so forth. And then once Hit Row made their entrance into there, Swerve has stated it's like, yeah, I remember all these other people there, but you're holding the title. Basically paraphrasing it, he don't think he deserves. And he also remembers that he was in that breakout tournament. He was also in that champion, the battle royal as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if you're the champion that you think you are, then you would defend that title tonight. And of course, usually in most cases, when you think about main roster, hell, if you think about AEW as well, and NXT, anytime the champ is challenged on that show for that night, 9 times out of 10,
they're gonna lose.
How?
Yeah, absolutely. But this situation was a bit different.
What is happening down there?
He is biting my hand, and now he's trying to say sorry. Hi. Like he was whole fist in hand here.
I'm like, what is happening down there?
Like, sir, look, there's the camera. Say hi.
Hey.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, you're sorry. We're good. Good boy.
But of course, Bronson Reed accepted. No surprise there. He's going to be a fighting champ. And then it cuts right after MSK and then Thatcher and Ciampa had their thing. It came back from or was going to commercial break and said the difference between Swerve and Reed is that Swerve is just different.
Mm-hmm.
You look the way Swerve's delivery, ever since Hit Row became a thing, ever since his heel turn, his delivery with everything has just been so just to the point, but so very impactful at the same time.
It's funny because you could always tell who's used to being heels and who's used to being faces.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too familiar when Swerve was Shane Strickland on the Indies, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was more of a heel than a face.
I mean, Shane Strickland is also like it's just like a heelish name too,
right?
Strickland. Remind me of that Back to the Future character.
But we got to get into this match because there was so much in this match on all accounts.
Yes.
On all accounts. And a lot of you, I'm pretty sure by this time when you watch it, you've seen the thumbnail, and the thumbnail has highlighted a lot of stuff that's in that match. But Bronson Reed, for one, just being that big, I get why they want him on the main roster. It just makes sense.
Bronson Reed is what Otis was supposed to be.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
They should have kept pushing him with Mandy, but whatever.
Because they're the same size.
Mm-hmm. I think granted, Bronson is a little taller, but you know.
Yeah, but I think Brothers is a little taller, but as far as weight wise and size wise, they're the same. So I think Bronson is what they wanted Otis to be.
But Bronson's definitely gonna get over more on his own rather than like the whole Mandy gimmick and shit. As long as they do it right. I mean, granted, they won't. I mean, honestly, with Bronson Reed, there's no reason you should be able to go wrong with Bronson because he sells himself to the fans at this sense. Because
wait. Okay, let me disagree with you there, Mr.
Okay.
Daisley.
Rocket.
The only reason I disagree with you, we've seen what WWE can do.
Fair enough.
I have never seen a company get. Are any of y'all Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans?
Yeah,
I've watched stuff here and there. I haven't seen like the show like that.
Jaeger, are you familiar with the Family Feud episode?
You got to describe what happens. I do not remember titles.
So the gang went to Family Feud, right? And the only reason why they were winning was because Charlie was giving these off the wall answers, and he did the survey. So they would always steal the points from the opposite team.
Okay.
So when they went to the what they call the last game with the two people going,
the Fast Money. I think
it was Fast Money.
I think so.
Frank went first, and Dennis was second. And when Frank did it, Frank hit all number one answers, and it totaled up to 199 points. All Dennis had to do was just answer, but the buzzer kept fucking with Dennis so much that he couldn't give an answer. So it was gift wrapped. They have been gift wrapped talent in NXT, and we seen what they could do with it.
Yeah, you're right. Keith Lee.
Hell, look at Priest. Look at Priest.
Priest, for sure.
Right now.
A lot of the women.
So many women.
So, yeah, they've been gift wrapped talent, and we seen what happens. So, we honestly can't say that statement anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
All we can do is just hope and pray that they don't fail.
I'm gonna go ahead and recant that. So yeah, Scoot, you're right. but yeah,
failing with their big men too. Otis, fucking Keith Lee. Like, well, Keith Lee's injured too, so
we think something's going on with Keith.
Yeah, something's going on with Keith.
He's got a shoulder injury supposedly.
So, but yes, Bronson is a great big man because not only that, I'm loving this. I'm loving what NXT and AEW does with their big man matches because they're letting you know that the big man can technically get beat up in a sense.
Yes,
because we saw what Swerve started doing. I'm gonna just attack the leg. You know, I can't physically just beat you up like this, but I'm gonna attack body parts.
Yeah,
and that's what Swerve started doing.
Okay,
even when Swerve hit that pretty ass German suplex.
Oh yeah, off the ropes. Yes.
Yeah. So it was a great match, and of course, let's give a highlight to Top Dollar and Ashanti at the end, because I thought it was funny. Because it was like, Top Dollar, you gonna attack this man right in front of the referee like that?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, like this. I was like, okay, I guess this is how Bree's gonna keep his title.
and he got his ass heaved.
Yeah, but definitely shout out to Top Dollar because the way he catapulted himself into the barricade
and he's
then
not a
just
small man.
No. And then with Shanti coming in.
Yo, you good?
You good?
And then Bronson Reed was like, you know what? Why don't you go check on him?
And it's funny because he threw Ashanti directly on to Top Dollar.
He was like, go check on him. And then, of course, Swerve being the opportunist he was, Bronson tried to get into the ring, hit with the house call. Next thing you know, hit with a nice little 450.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. And new.
That's what I liked about it too. Once he hit that 450, Bronson ended up rolling himself in there like that, like right in the pinning position, which I thought was perfect. And it just made the most sense. And definitely, Swerve with the win. Swerve is the new NXT North American champion. I called this because when we talked about that damn Battle Royal, after it, I said, even before the Battle Royal, I had said, depending on the people that win, I said if Dexter Lumis won, that it was going to be Cameron Grimes that got the title off of him. And I said if Bronson Reed won, then Swerve was going to take the title off of Reed. And sure enough, the crown never lies, except for when it's not right. But that's not important. What is important is the fact that Swerve is a new North American champion, and it's going to be more than likely a lengthy run.
I can see that
because the rocket, the jetpack is on the hit row. Period. Like there's no, there is no reason why they aren't pushed like crazy.
To his credit, Swerve has been killing it too.
Yes, absolutely. He's also paid his dues.
Swerve should have took the belt from Santos.
I agree. Especially with the story that they were telling.
Yeah.
But I think because of it, the heel turn makes so much more sense with him losing. Well, him losing the ones that matter. Kind of the same thing with Kushida, except Swerve took it in a different direction.
Y'all think Leon gonna try to show back up and get a title shot?
Probably, but he gonna get mashed up a lot. Leon's been gone for a while, so I think what might happen is I think if in fact Roddy takes that title off of Kushida, then we're gonna start seeing Leon dwell in like the cruiserweight area.
Okay.
And then we may see him like rebirth that feud that he had with Swerve, only to lose, of course. So
that makes sense.
So yeah. But yeah, that was NXT in a nutshell going off in surprising fashion. I'm never mad at a title change. It sucks for Reed. If this is the inevitable for him, if this reaps of doom for him on the main roster, hopefully it doesn't.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I just hope that he doesn't go the same way that Keith Lee went in the very beginning. I hope that they book him correctly.
Yes.
Don't change his attire.
I don't see why they would.
Right.
I mean that's good big man attire. So
it is.
Truth.
So Reed, just blink twice if you need a rescue, man.
Yes, we got you.
But any final thoughts on NXT?
I mean, once again, I got my trifecta. I got Raquel first, then I got Bivens, then it ended not only the fact that I got hit row, but and knew Isaiah Swerve Scott as the North American champion. It's just I got the trifecta. I mean, see this triangle here? It was just beautiful, beautiful triangles. That's all I got.
I mean, I saw what I mean. I didn't see. I saw an acute. I saw an acute triangle. I saw that. I didn't see a third. I saw an acute angle is what I saw. I saw an acute angle.
See. The issue I'm gonna have with y'all two personally The only time y'all going to talk about Bivens is if somebody smacks fire out of him.
Yes.
You see, I ain't gonna see.
No, I won't deny. I won't deny. Like, as soon as he tries to interfere in a match, just next.
See, so that's the only way Bivens is gonna be talked about with y'all is somebody's beat him up. So I don't appreciate that.
Gonna be like, you're absolutely right, Scoot. Malcolm Bivens was in this match, and he was promptly shut up.
So look, that's the issue I'm gonna have with y'all gentlemen. Also too, by the way,
you want back over here?
Next week, whoever is charging up should be charged next week because the show ended at 81%.
Yep.
So,
that's true. Matter of fact, you know what? My bad. Because I was saying final thoughts, but I just realized we might as well go on these fucking predictions on Great American Bash.
Might as well.
Then we'll get these good old final thoughts.
I have no idea. I was just saying, I have no idea.
It's 5 matches, I think.
Let me see if they have the.
As far as who was charging, I have no idea. But we can knock out predictions.
I don't know who's charging because I'm assuming it's somebody returning.
Well, let's see. Yes, it doesn't look like we have. Yeah, it's basically. I mean, I forgot it is a regular show, so I mean, we definitely just got. So far we have 4 matches.
Oh, it's 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So far, now it could they may add another one at some point, but right now that's pretty much all we're looking at. So how it's looking right now, it looks Colin O'Reilly, MSK, and Ciampa Thatcher.
Okay.
Then we got the women's tag championship match, The Way and versus Zoe Stark and Io Shirai.
Y'all see this?
And Grimes and Knight.
And then Grimes and Knight.
I thought there was another match I thought that was announced, but I guess not.
Not that I can remember. I don't think anything else was because I mean all the titles are
let's see here.
Are on the
5
line.
matches? Yeah, it's only 5 matches.
You got 5? Wait, what other match you have?
Tag match, women's match, $1 million match. Oh wait, that's 4. My bad. I can't count all of a sudden.
But yeah, well then fuck it. Since we got these 4 matches, then let's go ahead and just knock these out. I'm not sure in what order they're going to be, but say fuck it anyway. So it's stating. So did they already say that it was an unsanctioned match between Cole and O'Reilly?
No, it's a regular one.
Yeah, no. Didn't Regal call it an unsanctioned match?
I
thought he did when Joe put him to sleep or something along those lines. I thought they said unsanctioned.
Well, but it's supposed to be just regular one-on-one.
Sanctioned or unsanctioned? Just gonna just fit that right there. It's nice and delicious.
This fucking guy. I ain't even got to look at him to know this fucking guy.
Nice and just fit that right there. Crown on the crown.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow you gentlemen to just go ahead and predict what it is that you want to predict.
I think fuck. Shit. This might be my only one that's weird, but I have a feeling Kyle will take this one.
That's where I'm leaning toward as well. I mean, is Cole getting called up or not?
They didn't say, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Interesting.
I'm gonna lean toward O'Reilly.
This is where the crown is talking to me. That's right. It says Adam Cole, baby. It's gonna take this.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. But that's okay. That's out the way. The crown is spoken. We also have the tag match for the NXT Tag Team Championships on the men's side. MSK defending their titles against Tommaso Ciampa and Toothless Timmy Thatcher. MSK. Okay.
Ow.
Jaeger, who you got on this one?
It's hard to call, but I want to say MSK keep that belts.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard to call, except for me because I choose MSK. The crown is spoken.
Oh my God!
Did we all agree on a match? What is this?
Next,
you this damn crown, sir.
Next, The Way, Candice LeRae, and Indie Wrestling defending their titles against Zoe Stark and Io Shirai.
I am going with The Way.
Okay.
The Way is the way.
The Way is the way. And I also choose The Way. The crown is spoken.
Jesus Christ.
And so far, what is the final match of Great American Bash? LA Knight defending his $1 million championship against Cameron Grimes. Will Cameron go to the moon, or will LA Knight stay shining in $1 million diamonds?
I am, unfortunately, I'm going to go with LA Knight.
You ain't no DMD. Fuck out of here with that. Cameron Grimes goes to the moon.
Oh, there it is again. Yep. This is what caused me to get this crown in the first place. LA Knight to retain. Cameron Grimes becomes the butler, aka the new Virgil. Just to continue to further this storyline. The crown is spoken.
I don't think this needs to go on that much longer.
I'll just remove this.
So let me ask you. Okay, so wait. So officially, you and I are choosing LA Knight. Jaeger, you're choosing Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
Who was choosing MSK?
I think we all did.
Okay. The Way, we all chose The Way, right? And it was O'Reilly and Cole we chose differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you chose Cole and Jaeger and I chose O'Reilly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if one of us are 4-0 and you're just 3-1? Then what happens?
I think he sends that crown over to me.
Oh, my bad. I thought we were just talking about hypotheticals and stuff happening.
Okay.
My bad.
The problem is since you and I chose Knight, you and I chose MSK, and we all chose The Way. Mm-hmm. That could potentially be 3-0. It's that main event that's gonna fuck you up. That's what's gonna get you.
Adam Cole and O'Reilly.
Yep. You're gonna be sitting there like, please let Cole win this match.
Oh, I don't have to say please. Here's what happened. See, the crown, it spoke, and then I spoke what the crown was telling me, and then I said the crown had spoken. So it's look, don't blame me. Just blame the crown. Blame the crown. It's I remember like it was yesterday. It was Double or Nothing, where things had started, and then damn, we lost Scoot.
See?
They say Scoot, you gonna come back?
He'll be back.
I was trying to take him down memory lane so we can see exactly why this crown is just all knowing and all powerful. It has some few missteps. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is a little off at times, but 5-0 as far as NXT goes. So I think
where are you getting a fifth match from? We just talked about this.
No. I mean 5-0 when we were at the last show, the last pay-per-view. I think what happens is we might end up getting, a 4-0 situation, because right now I'm on this good streak when it comes to NXT. So,
Yeah, I timed it completely wrong. I thought you was gonna be down by the time I came back.
Oh no. I made sure that I elongated it just a little bit, just to make sure that you, my friend, could be in the presence of royal greatness. See how it shines in the camera? Just
yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't be like Icarus.
Oh no, I'll never fly too close to the sun.
Don't fly too close to the sun.
I just bask in it.
You know, all streaks eventually run into a Charlotte Flair or a Brock Lesnar. So, just letting you know. Oh damn! See, look,
so you said
away.
No, you said Charlotte Flair and it drove him away.
No, you and your crown talk drove Jaeger away. Jaeger didn't want to be here anymore.
He didn't want to hear Charlotte Flair, and then he was like, "Oh, fuck that, I gotta go."
Well, why are we talking about that woman? Let's move on. Queen of the nip slips. I mean, what?
Wow,
that might go to Aaliyah, with her attire. But
you're not wrong.
Now that we got those predictions out the way, Scoot, let the people know where they can find you. Oh, it's up there. I see the pinnacle. I know the Scootical is a little. It's out of my line of sight.
Way up there. But every now and then I might descend back to earth to let you know you can find me at the ScooterRay, IG, YouTube, TikTok. What else? IG, YouTube, TikTok. Oh, Twitch. I was doing something else. I was missing. Twitch, but it's been scrolling down at the bottom. Of course, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. You know, Boss and I started our playthrough of Operation Tango. Fun fucking game, completely co-op, and it relies on communication. And then, of course, we'll be shooting Ninja Banter tomorrow. Generational Gap episode where we're gonna be discussing that. But yeah, of course, you know, the ninjas, we're at many, many different platforms, like all the ones you can think of that are not OkCupid and Black Planet and OnlyFans and Farmers Only. You know, that all belongs to that man. But yeah, but less about me, more about Mr. ASMR himself. Jaeger, where can the ladies, especially Shotzi, or Red Velvet, or Ashley Bois,
because boy,
you know, where can some of those lovely ladies find you?
That one's easy. In the DMs.
Hey. I mean, Yo Gotti told us it goes down in the DMs.
That it does.
I mean, technically it goes down in the bedroom, but I mean, you're right.
It's got to start somewhere.
It does. Every great story has a beginning. Hi, can I help you? I think this dude is itching to maybe get in those DMs himself. All right, fine, we'll go outside. How about you, Mr. Positivity? Where in the hell can we find you at?
Oh, that's quite simple. For all the positivity shit you need, Lifestyle 1UP. All your podcasts, platforms that you can think of, search it. There it is. Bam. Lifestyle 1UP. Get your daily dose. Also, your Instagrams, Twitters, TikToks. Get that daily dose of positivity wherever you can. You see this face. Now, if you want to shoot the shit, get all that stupid stuff out the way, you want to see me with this crown in certain cases, or you want to talk about me with this crown, you want to disagree with me with having this crown,
you just want to send him the eye roll emoji.
Hey, I need all the people out there to do me a favor.
TikToks, your Instagrams.
If you don't want to keep hearing this bullshit, just send them clips of Bivens. He'll stop.
With that, I'm gonna give it too sweet to my bros. Probably not Scoop with bringing that up,
that's
but
Biggity bang.
But until you see us next week on this good old NXT shit, as well as the AEW shit, I bid you all a farewell and adieu and all that good shit. And as always, until next time, you beautiful mother effers, tag out.
Okay.